Hello, hello, hello. Hi, you guys. How are you? Are you surviving the heat wherever you are? It is 3,000 degrees here. So forgive me if it looks like I just like ran a marathon. I am all sweaty. I had to like turn down my ring light so I wasn't so shiny because believe me, I am so shiny. I have never been someone who like perspires gracefully. Nope. Sweat. I just pouring from my head. And I was out in the garden before this. So forgive me. I have like water in here because I was like, I can't, I just this once. I can't do hot tea. I usually do, but anyways. Hello. How are you? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acton Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! Yes, we've been doing Live at the Loom for over 3 years now. Yay, us. And I love our little early birds. I always think it's like tailgating before Live at the Loom. I love that they had this whole thing. We have to say, I know they're not here live, but we have to say hello to Carrie and Connie, who specifically, pardon me, jumped in to say, we can't be there today, which is just, that's so sweet and warms my heart. Like all the little, yeah, all the bits. So, Carrie and Connie, we are going to miss you today, but I know you have fun things planned, and we will bravely try to carry on in your absence. Yes, but we have so many amazing folks that are already on and partying with us. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Christy. Jennifer Fowler is she's wrangling everybody, which I love that about her. Hello, Lori. Ernie is on. Ernie, tell us about your travels, because you know we're gonna have a segment now. It just says where in the world is Ernie DeVries. We're just gonna need to have that. See, what is it? I know Ernie chimed in early. Here we go. Good morning from I-40 west of Albuquerque, listening as I drive. Hello, Ernie. How are you, sir? I know Christy is on. Christy and Ernie are just a couple hours from each other, which I love that. They can compare notes for how things are going, right? Let's see who else is on today. People are talking about ways to keep cool. We need all the tips we can get for how to keep cool here, folks. We're supposed to hit like 100 today, which is not right. No. In the Chicagoland area, we do not do that. We don't like this one bit. So we're all like hunkering inside like it's February and pretending like today is not going to exist so that we can get to tomorrow when the high is much, much lower, right? Let's see. Dawn is on. Hi, Dawn. Hello, Anne. Hello. Let's see who else is on with us today. Ellen is here with her coffee. God bless you, honey. She is ready. Jennifer is working on hibiscus water. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did someone else suggest hibiscus water? There we go. Lori did. Drinking hibiscus infused water. Ooh, aren't you clever? That would be good, especially if you're like not really just a plain water fan. Just whatever you could add to it to make it more interesting. Some fruit, some flowers, whatever you got. Oh, Carrie's here after all. She has a guest coming to her house, so excellent. Oh, Scott's on. Hello, Scott. Tanya is here. It's a slightly overcast, cool morning, so no sweat here. Tanya, that's awesome. See, I'm glad somebody's comfortable. That just makes me very happy. Tanya, I'm very happy for you there. That's awesome. And Sam is on. Hello. I love my Canadians. Look at you, right in a row. That's the way it should be. Hello, Jody Ibarra. Yes, if you guys don't know Jody is the owner of Cotton Clouds, so she's a very good person to know. She's lovely. We always love having her around. Let's see. Oh, hi, Nina from Record Breaking Temperatures in Louisiana. Okay, Nina, I'm guessing that you win by a long shot because record-breaking temperatures for Chicago is going to be very different than for Louisiana. That's okay. How bad is it, Nina? Just lay it on us. How bad is it? Yeah, Sherry says the weather is nuts. 3,000 degrees. Yeah, Sherry's in Iowa, so she has very similar weather to what I have here. So yeah, 3,000 degrees. That's pretty close. Where it might be a little exaggeration, but it doesn't feel like it. Let's just say doesn't feel like it. We have a newbie. Hello, Deanna. Oh, we're so happy to have you. Deanna, where are you from? Give us all the good details. We're so tickled. We bring all the newbies. Invite friends. We're equal opportunity. Bring everyone. Yes. Oh, Maureen is on. Hello, Maureen. Maureen is probably getting about the same 3,000 degrees that I am here because she's not too far from me for sure. Hello, Marcia. Sweltering in Sun City West. be 114. Marsha, no, I don't like any part of that. That is crazy. That is, yeah. Oh, Sue Ann's on. Yay. Sue Ann says for heading for a high of 77. Sue Ann, we're all turning green from jealousy that is lovely there because, yeah, I'm thinking that if you averaged out our temperatures, it could still be pretty comfortable, right? It's so stinking hot. Oh, Tamison's on. Hi, Tamison. Hola. We love that. Come hang with us. That is amazing. Yes. Let's see. Nina says it's going to be 108 in Louisiana. Nina, that is too stinking hot. I am just, I would like to offer to have you come move up by us, but we're going to be like 100 today. So it's just not going to be that much better. Give us a couple days and then we can offer you a very nice, comfortable temperature here. But today is not the day. It is, brutal. Oh, Tiffany's on. Hello, Tiffany from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I love that. I was talking to another friend from Wisconsin yesterday, and she was saying how she's coping without having central air. She felt like she was doing fine. She was like, no big deal. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, Sue Ann is like, Seattle is really heaven. We could all move to Seattle, at least for today. That would be all right. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Ellen is in Door County. She said it's going to be 70 degrees there. Ellen, I would stay there. That sounds much better than the predicted temperatures and weather. Yes. By the way, if anyone is near Door County or wants a good excuse to go to Door County, Ellen's going to be there for a show. You could go see her. And believe me, it is totally worth it to go see her and her lovely booth. You should definitely do that. Ellen has some other shows. We'll keep posted. But if you're in Chicagoland area, Wisconsin, want to go to Door County, just come on. That's awesome. Laura Miser is on. Laura Miser, what is it doing in Cincinnati today? Is it just so unbelievably hot like all of us? Yeah, Nina says I'll be in the pool later. Winding yarn from a donation of 3 bags of yarn from our knitting group. Oh, nice. Oh, there's some fiber mixed in. Hopefully not but while in the pool. That's not. Yeah, it's 2 separate. We got you, Nina. Okay, yes, exactly. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so tell me how your week has been going. This week, it's been a weird week. You know how you have those that are just a little off the beaten path? Things don't go as planned. So my phone broke, and here's what I mean. I should clarify. Part of my phone broke. Apparently, when you call me, you can't hear me, and then my phone will just click off. Which you're like, good times. And let me tell you how many conversations it took to figure out that I was the problem. that it was my phone that was yeah. So hopefully, some sweet geek over at Best Buy at the certified Apple desk is going to look at it and tell me that it's just some little button that I had to push or an update I had to make, because not really looking forward to buying a new phone, but you know how technology is. But I clearly I can't make phone calls. I can't take phone calls, nothing. Which, let me tell you, there's part of me is like, that's not too bad. I don't love talking on the phone. It's fine. But you know, it is one of those weird, quirky things. We're so dependent these days. Sandra Parsons is on. Hello, Sandra. She says from Albuquerque, cloudy and maybe some much needed showers. Bring on the rain, right? Yes, I love that. Yeah, so that's been the challenge this week. Pretty much everyone in the household has been poked and prodded. I was at see my Band-Aid. I was at the dermatologist yesterday, and she only had one spot, which I don't know about you guys, but I am a lovely European mutt, which means because of this nice Irish-German mix that dermatologists love me. When they see me coming, they're like, and there's my boat payment. Because, yeah, typically they're like, oh, we have a few extra things. Anyways, she only found one spot, just one. And it wasn't that big. And she was even like, well, it just looks different, so we're just going to lop it off. So yeah, we've had everybody in the household has had something poked and prodded this week. It's been a weird week. Let me just share. So Jennifer Fowler, I feel you. Jennifer, I hope you're feeling much, much better today, because she had to be poked and prodded earlier this week too. So I love this. Dawn says, does anyone actually use their phone to make calls? Right? Thank you. And if they do, Why? What? Yeah. I love that. Nina is loading the loom with a hand painted yarn for a scarf. Ooh, Nina, that sounds beautiful. What are the colors, Nina? Oh no. Lori says I've been fighting fungus gnats in the garden. Okay, first of all, Lori, that sounds like a battle that no one should have to go through. That how do you fight fungus gnats? Wow. Okay. Yes. Christy Lofton is staying in the air conditioning. Smart woman. Making microwave bowl cozies from my extra weaving bits. Okay. Christy Lofton, how do you make microwave bowl cozies? I saw you showed me the other day, and I saw them, and I've seen them like one other time, but I'm very curious as to, do you have to do something special so it's okay in the mic? What do you do? I'm fascinated. There we go. Oh, Jennifer, see, okay, Lori, Jennifer is a gardening whiz, so she recommends try neem oil or insecticidal soap. Whoa, yeah. Gemma says it's that Irish pale skin, right? Oh, Gemma, I get it. Like, I'm one of those people that just thinks about the sun and I burn. And there's no such thing as a base tan, which you're not supposed to do anyways. But back when I was younger, they're like, oh, I'm gonna burn and then get a base tan. No. I can just burn over and over and over again, like over and over, like all the time. So yes, you get me, Gemma. Yes, for sure. Ooh, Nina is working with a hand painted warp that is turquoise, lime, and purple. Ooh, I love that combination. Excellent. Very, very cool. Sam finished a thrum throw rug for my kitchen. Sam, that sounds fantastic. How fun. There we go. Let's see. Ellen is starting a third shawl on this parallel threaded painted warps. Okay, I think I follow you. So you have two painted warps that are side by side in the warp of your project, Ellen. Is that what you mean? There we go. Tamis is doing a trip to the mountains this week for kid number 3's senior picture. Oh, how fun. Oh, I love that you're involved and you get to be there for all of that. That is awesome. Oh, Tamsin also said she bought an Loom. Can't wait for it to come in. That is very fun. Okay, so do you guys have Looms? Have you worked on Looms before? I was just curious. I have worked on one before, but I don't own one. But I always think it's cool, kind of the belts and straps and stuff that you can make on an Loom. And they're also wildly portable, which makes it a nice bonus compared to other looms, right? Okay, Dawn is in the process of trying to decide what design to do with my next warp of A2 cotton. Nice, doing 10 to 12 towels. That's a lot of towels. Any suggestions? Ooh, oh yes, chime in, folks. Let's give Dawn some ideas for her towel project coming up. Oh, that's very exciting. I love when people need ideas. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Laura has an Loom. Yes, she's all about it. Tanya has one and used both as an Loom and as a tablet loom. Love that. Sue Ann is waiting for some yarn to weave some rep weave placemats. Oh, I love rep weave, Sue Ann. See, that just like a part of me is like, oh, I want to do rep weave. That sounds great. I love rep weave. Let's see. Christy says, oh, here we're back to the microwave cozies. Have you seen these where you put the bowl in there and it you can put it in the microwave to heat it up? Okay, so she says to use the microwave, use 100% cotton, weaving, cotton fabric, cotton batting, like a pellon. Okay, is it pellon? Pellon? I don't know how to say it. And cotton thread. Okay, super easy to sew up a bunch. But they all kind of. Do you intentionally make them pucker? Do you do it so it's angled? I'm just very curious. Yeah. Nina has 2 looms. Trying to learn to use cards. Oh, card weaving. Yeah, card weaving is fun. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Carrie made her own loom. It's a flat board style. Oh, I'm not sure what that means, Carrie, but I think that's brilliant that you made your own. Ha! Jody is finishing a scarf with her 3-2 pearl cotton. Words are hard. And a zigzag boucle rayon. This is my project while taking the Dress Your Loom course. Yay! By the way, I'm so glad you mentioned this, Jody, is that this is week 6 of the Dress Your Loom course. We have finished. We have gone through all the modules. We are just wrapping up all of the loose ends, but the class was amazing, and they were so willing to get in and try all the things, and I'm so appreciative. A huge thank you to all my Dress Your Loom students, because you were awesome. And you know I'm not going anywhere, so I'm around. By the way, if you missed the registration for the Dress Your Loom course, you know I'm going to sell it again. It'll probably be coming up after later this fall, after the October Weave Along for sure, because that is the next big thing on the horizon. Let's see. Hi, Jeannie. She says, can you make a strap or belt on a regular full? And you absolutely can. Yes. Why not? Yeah, you just gotta put everything close together. That's all. Hello, Mr. Tom. What is rep weave? Oh, Tom, I am so excited you asked that question. I wonder if I have a sample that I could reach out and show us. Maybe here is where organization would be really helpful for me to have. I don't know that I have something handy. Oh, maybe. Hold, please. Hang on. Let me see what I got. Nope, I don't. And I have it on a table right over there, but it's too far. Okay, rep weave is imagine plain weave, but you smash all your warp yarns really close together, so all you see are the warp yarns. It's called a warp faced pattern because all you see are the warp yarns. But what you do is you take two shuttles and you have one shuttle that's really, really chunky, like you want to take like a cord, and the other one's really, really, really tiny, and you alternate those to show different colors, and it's usually very geometric looking. I love some rep weave. I've got a couple episodes about rep weave, so you can check out some more there. But if you haven't tried it, it's so much fun. It's a good time for sure. Gemma's also doing some pot holders. There's something very nostalgic and vintage and wonderful about pot holders. That's awesome. They're Harry Potter colors for Gryffindor. That's awesome. Yeah. Jennifer says, go, Gryffindor. We love that. Yes. Carrie says, tablet weaving, so not really inkle. Different technique. That's a very good point. Thank you. Let's see. Christy Lofton says, just Google a bowl cozy. They're great videos. I like it. I just substitute weaving for one side of it. So Christy, is the inside the manufactured fabric, and the outside is the hand woven? Is that, there we go. Okay. All right. So I think it's time. Tell me about your projects. Some of you have already been jumping in and telling me about your projects, but please, if you haven't chimed in, let me know what projects are you working on at the moment, because we all want to cheer you on. I'm so sorry. Carrie says her internet keeps dropping out. I'm so sorry, my friend. We're here for you. We'll just keep saying good things about you so that when you watch the recording, you'll be like, oh. Oh no. She said that I'm fully dependent on air currents, true Wi-Fi out in the boonies. The air is so hot, the waves are melting. Okay, that's too dang hot. That's too hot when waves melt. That's not, I don't care what kind of waves. That is just too hot, right? So let me know what's happening in your world. So I'll tell you what's going on here. By the way, please hydrate, everyone. This is your public service announcement from Chris Acton, Acting Creative. Please hydrate. It is so stinking hot. And you know that if you're sweating and you're doing other things, please hydrate. Please. It's good for you. Okay. So, I am still crawling along with the Rose Path project, and I'll show you a little bit here. You've seen it before, but just in case for any new guests or haven't been around, we'll talk a little bit about Rose Path. And on the other one, well, as I mentioned, I just might be thinking about a special project for October. Just a little teaser, just a little. That's all I'm going to say, though. I'll leave you hanging with bated breath, just waiting, because I'm not going to give away the secret. But let's just say October's going to be here before we know it. And this girl, she got some work to do. So that's kind of what's happening over here with my projects. Tamis has been perfecting her medieval spindling in preparation for incoming table loom. Okay, what is spindling? Medieval spindling, even. Marcia says doing a colorful table runner for daughter number 1 on the Ridge of Hell. Marcia, that's great. I love that. Very, very cool. Okay, Christy jumped in and said the bowls are reversible, so either side can be used. Wow, we're like open up a whole new world. Some kind of bowl cozies. I love that. Sherry, hi Sherry. I've fallen in love with color and weave, and I'm busy with scarves and kitchen towels. That is fabulous. Color and weave. I've only played with that a little bit, so that is awesome. You have to tell me what your experience is if you're it sounds like you're really enjoying it, which is awesome. Gemma says trying to do something about the crazy overshot on the shared weaving project. I think I made a few errors in the count, such as a small pattern took so long. Other things keep getting in the way. Okay, Gemma, when you say it's a shared weaving project, is this like at a public studio or something like that? Let us know what crazy overshot. We're all about it. Please bring on crazy overshot. We're good for that. Tamison says she's spinning in the old style. Oh, is this what the spindling is? Is that how you say it? Spindling? Spinning in the old style with a spindle stick and whirl and a distaff. Boy, talk about a lot of words I don't know. Is it like a drop spindle? That's is it completely different? See, Tamison, this could be a whole nother conversation right here. And I have never been a spinner. I have tried enough to know that I'm never going to be a spinner. I'm going to appreciate that everyone else can do that. That is awesome. Boy, can you see? I'm still I'm still sweaty. Forgive me. I'm not the most glamorous today. The heat is making that really, really hard. Okay. So Gemma says, slaying the reed on the ridge heddle for a friend. She doesn't have the coordination to do it herself. Oh, got it. That's what you mean by a shared loom. Gotcha. So different people are doing different parts of the process. I gotcha. That's very sweet of you to help out with all the good things. So, okay. So last week already, we had a fabulous studio tour of Ellen Grenier Bevel, who is on her way to Door County for a show. But if you didn't get to watch it and see Ellen's space, it was amazing. It's like Wonderland. It is like what weavers would just, we were all drooling. We're all drooling over Ellen's space. And my thought is, wouldn't it be fun for us about once a month to have one of our regulars pop in, and we can share the screen, and then we get to see your space, which would be very fun. However, I want to add a very huge, big, enormous asterisk, is that Ellen set the bar very, very high. No one has the space and the beautiful organization that she does. So please do not feel weird about your space if it doesn't look like Ellen's. Mine doesn't look like Ellen's. Not even close. I have an eighth of her space, and it's just, yeah. So jump in if you would be game for bringing you on and doing a little studio tour in the future. We would love that. And believe us, we have no preconceived notions. There'll be no judging. We will just ooh and ah for whatever you have. And I think it's just fun to see how everyone tackles that differently, because you have a loom, you have supplies. How do you put that together so it works for you? So jump in and let me know if you would be game for that. Who is feeling adventurous? And even if you think about it later, you can always email me, of course. Of course, you can always email me. Let's see. Yeah, Gemma says our studio has supported art studio from a rigid heddle. It's a shared project for a table loom, so people will get to try weaving on a rigid heddle. I love that. That's wonderful. Let's see. Deanna says from upstate New York. Excellent. It's that time of year to my warping board to start some candy cane dish towels. Oh, I love that. Okay, Deanna, let me ask this. If you're doing candy cane dish towels, I'm guessing are they red and white, like a traditional candy cane? And if they are red and white, what are your tips for preventing the color from bleeding? I tend to use a Shout color catcher. Do you have other tips for that? Because we don't want any bleeding. We don't want pink. We want red and white. So let us know. Lori says I'm thinking here. Lori, you just say the word, my friend. Sam says I got the space for organization. It would take months to get ready for showtime. You know what? We can slot you in for April. Don't you worry, Sam. Oh, hi, Dawn Miller. She's here. I lost track of time. Better late than never. Always better late than never. We're so glad you're here. So, anyways, you guys chew on that. Oh, here we go. Tamison jumped in and said, Synthepol is that how you say it? For color bleeding. I have no idea what that is. Tamison, is that a chemical? Is that a sheet? Is that an item? What is Synthepol? See, we're very curious. Gemma says, my flow loom is in my living room, some of my yarn is in the sideboard, and some of my yarn is in the bedroom. I know it's like spread out through the whole house, right? I understand that. Yeah. Dawn says, follow up from last week. This week's demo resulted in more men asking. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Dawn. This week's demo resulted in more men asking about how both the rigid heddle and the shaft loom worked than women or children. Okay, Dawn, that is awesome. I'm so glad you said that. Okay, last week, Dawn was talking about doing a demonstration, and she was saying that, you know, she would have the men historically, on average, would be the ones who would ask, how does this thing work? Versus the women would be like, ooh, pretty colors, you know, can I touch the fabric, that kind of stuff. So I was sharing my experience when I did art fairs, and that was exactly what happened to me, that in so many cases, the men and, you know, gentlemen of all ages were like, how's this thing work? What's going on here? And the women were like, ooh, it's so pretty. Like, it was a very different reaction depending on who it was. Now, of course, that is not 100% accurate across the board, but we asked Dawn to kind of keep track, do a little poll for us for this week to give us the whole download about what is that still true that you'd have more men asking how it works? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sue Ann says, I always use retain to fix the color when I weave with red. Then I use color catchers when washing. So do you use the retain before you wash? Is that like a pre-wash process? Let us know, Sue Ann. That's very, very curious. Let's see. Oh, Sam says dyers use it a lot. Is that the what was the word? Synthepol. I'm gonna have to remember that. That's just a fun one. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Tanya says, my studio is a total mess. I have some subscriptions and now a puppy. So stuff comes in and is shoved in the craft room. And the door, yes, I understand that. Yeah. You have a puppy, my friend. Life is all topsy-turvy for you. That is, yeah. Let's see. Jennifer says she'd be up for what's cooler. Woohoo! Hey, Jennifer. I don't have the heat and the air in the studio yet. That would make a difference. We'll put you in for maybe November or something. We'll talk, Jennifer Fowler. That'd be awesome. Thank you. She said retain. Sue Ann says retain fixes the color as a pre-wash. Okay. Synthepol suspends dye particles like a color catcher. Is Synthepol is it a liquid? Is it what format does it come in? Christy says I use red and white together all the time and I've not had any issues with bleeding. Yay, you! That's amazing. I use 8-2 cotton from Cotton Clouds. Shout out. Yarn Barn in Kansas and Webs. I have never used a color catcher. You are a lucky, lucky girl. Now, to be fair, it's been a while since I had trouble with bleeding. I think yarns have just gotten better. I think dyes have gotten better. I think all of that has just improved. But turn back the clock 10 years and I had some dreadful pink and gray. Like I would have black would bleed. I don't know. What colors do you guys find that you are nervous about? Like blacks and purples? I usually don't have trouble. I've never had trouble with green, blue, yellow, orange, none of those. Reds, and then some of the dark kind of black and purple. But I had a set of towels just, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and it was the black that was the worst. And the whole towels were then gray and muddy, and I was not a happy camper. And I used color catchers. I put in 1 or 2, and then it still bled. It was not a good batch of yarn. Let's see here. Yeah, Lori says red is the worst, right? She said, Sherry says blacks will bleed with white as well. Right. I am with you, Sherry. I have trouble with black. Yes. Laura says it also has to do with the pH of the water. Oh, Laura, I love that you know that. That is amazing. Yes. See, Laura is the best person to know because she knows all kinds of sciencey mechanical stuff. She knows all kinds of things. Okay. Oh, Tamison says that I already forgot the word. Was it Synthepol? Something is a liquid. Okay, excellent. Tanya says she's had red and blue bleed once. I've never had trouble with blue, knock on wood. Gemma says she's had trouble with blacks and oranges. Oh, yeah. Sue Ann says both retain and Synthepol are both liquids. Thank you. That gives me a visual at least. Yeah. Here we go. Nina says unorganized chaos in the whole house. I love it. Just across the board. Sewing other crafts at specific places. Weaving is everywhere. Oh, nice. Rigid heddles in the sewing room. Floor loom is in the living room. Table loom in the attic. I love this, Nina. It's like a scavenger hunt to find all the different things in your house. Yeah, Lori says I didn't know that, but pH, none of us did. We're that's why we keep Laura in. Laura, we're like our science-y consultant. We love that. Sue Ann says she's had a bit of color loss from black, red, purples, and what's a deep blue? Must have had some purple in it. Fascinating. Yeah. Here we go. Ellen says I use a minimum of 3 color grabbers all the time and amazed at all the colors that show up on the sheets. Isn't that crazy? I bought a really cute skirt not that long ago, and it was like a dark blue with like a lighter blue little detail. I forget if it's flowers or leaves or something. Anyways, it was clear that the fabric hadn't been washed because it was a cotton, but you could tell when a cotton's kind of stiff, right? And I put it in with my darks, and I put in color catchers. I put in 1 or 2. I forget. Boy, those suckers came out like denim. Like the sheets look like denim. I was like, okay, clearly my intuition about this skirt was right on because there was lots of blue in the water. Okay, how about we weave? Let's do it. All right, let me see if I can tilt you down just a touch so you can see. Yes. See, I'm still shiny. Isn't that funny? It's hot here. Hot, people. When is January going to get here? Man. Okay. So, I am working on, these going to be towels. I think I set it up for 4, but I'll be honest, as I was standing at the warping board, I didn't measure a damn thing. I was just like, that's about enough for 4. So it's a guess. We'll see. We'll see the reality when we get finished. We'll see what happens. So, Rose Path. Thank you, Sam. Sam was the one that said, hey, you should do some rose paths. And I said, sure, let's do some rose paths. See, that's how we roll here. You guys have an idea, then we'll just, you never know. We may just jump in and do it. Okay. So this is my favorite book in the whole wide world, the Ann Dixon Handweaver's Pattern Directory. The pattern is coming from page 74. This one right here. So what's so fun about Rose Path is it has this, the threading has this, it's called a broken, isn't that right? Boy, words are hard. It's a broken point twill. That's what it is. That's what it is. Boy, vocabulary. Yes. So anyways, so this is what I'm doing, which means that I need to follow this treadling right here. So let me show you what that looks like. We'll put that right there. Here we go. So I just finished, speaking of red and white, oh my God, that's so funny. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I must have intuitively been connecting the dots because my fabric is going to have red and white in it. So this is why we're talking about things bleeding. And I'm going to say that this is all, we're going to knock on wood, that we don't have any trouble with the bleeding and all of that. Yes. Okay. So here we go. So basically to create the pattern, which is, this is cool. It's like 2 different variations on a diamond pattern. That's kind of what the rose path looks like, at least this variation here. And one variation you use by just lifting 1 shaft at a time. You go 4, 3, 2, 1, all that kind of stuff. But the other variation you use by doing 2 shafts at a time, which ties directly into Handwoven Experience. The episode this week was all about what do you do when your weaving draft calls for more treadles than you have on your loom, because that's exactly what happened with me and this draft. So go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It's a good one. So here we go. Here we go. I am using I'm using an 8-4. Okay, I think it's a cotton. I think it's actually a cotton linen blend. That's what I'm guessing because I bought it kind of, sight unseen. It was like in a whole batch of stuff. You know how that goes. It wasn't like a off the shelf with other things. It was like in a whole mix. And I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. It looks like 8-4. And it was in the format of 8-4, but I think it's a cotton plus something, which we're guessing a linen. That's what we're guessing. We'll see. Well, okay, time will tell. Washer and dryer. There we go. Okay, so here's what I want to do. 2 shafts at the same time. 1 and 2. I'm going to send that just like that. 2 and 3 is next. We're just going to like climb. I always think kind of in terms of the movement of my feet, like how are they moving? So we're just going to walk it. We're just going to walk it from left to right. 2 and 3. Yes. Okay. So now 3 and 4, right? You can see my shafts move in there. 3 and 4. Let me, you know what? I'm going to take a second and tuck in my little end here just because just because I can. I'm going to have a lot of ends. Every time you change colors like this, it's always like a jillion ends to tuck in at the end. So if I can help myself out here, that'd be a good thing. Okay. Then we have 4 and 1. So still kind of visually kind of climbing up. And then I actually go all the way to 1 and 2. And then you reverse it. Reverse the whole thing. Back to 4 and 1. And it's kind of fun, the whole 2-footing thing. It's I kind of like it. 3 and 4. Da-da-da. Here we go. 2 and 3. Just like that. And then 1 and 2. So that is, by the way, you have to have floating selvages for Rose Path. For 12, I pretty much recommend you always have floating selvages. So that is kind of one part of the pattern. So here's what the other part looks like. This is just the singles, right? So I'm only going to lift shaft number 4. We'll start with that. And then we'll walk it down the other way. Part of it's just kind of remembering in your head which goes where. I tend to always memorize the patterns. I don't know about you, but I just tend to memorize. Anybody else? Is that a weird thing that you? I don't put notes up. I mean, I try to have my book close when I'm learning it, but otherwise, I just kind of memorize it. Anybody else? No, just me. I don't know if it goes back to piano lessons and doing recitals when you had to memorize everything, and that was just part of the drill. I don't know. You let me know. All right, so I'm walking it down. I went shafts 4 and 3, then 3, 2, then 1. Da, da, da. You do a little, and then you go right back up. I'll bring it in just a second so you can see. So you can see the fun, diamond-y fun, the action that we're having right here. Now, as I was kind of designing the towels, part of what I had to decide was, what colors went where and how that all fit together. So for my, you can see that my little chunks are all like this chunk here is the same size as this chunk here, same size. So that's kind of what I thought I would do, pardon me, like 3 iterations of the repeat as I went for each section. So we'll do one more really quick. Hang on. Hold please while I knock out we're back to the 1 and 2. We're back to the two shafts at the same time. All right. So here we go. 2 and 3. We're going. And probably because I'm on TV, because I have the camera on me, it'll be like really, really close together, like abnormally close together. So you'll be able to tell. Do you ever find that, like, if you're really mad and you sit down at the loom, like your weft yarns are like packed in really, really tight? You can tell. Don't weave when you're mad. That's the bottom line. That's here. Yep. All right, we're almost there. Okay. We'll move our feet around right after. Oh, I totally did it wrong. How funny. How funny, you guys. I should have changed colors. That's all right. We're not gonna worry about it. It'll be that one unique. Can you find the difference in the towels? Can you find that? That's so funny. Okay, all right. I totally messed it up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna lean you in. Nobody gets seasick. All right. Yeah. So look at that. That's what we just did right there. And of course, in twist of irony, here's what I was saying. I should have put the darker color in the middle, but I was having too much fun with you and I was distracted. So there we go. Isn't that funny? See, there we go. That was our Rose Path break for the day, friends. Yeah. Hi, Linka Bird. She said she just memorizes too. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah. See, there we go. Tanya says notes all the way for me. Can't remember unless it's plain weave. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Sherry says I have to have a sticky note on the beater bar. Yeah, my head is too full of other non-essential stuff to memorize a pattern. I get you. Yep. No worries. Yes. Let's see. Dawn says if it's an easy pattern to remember, then I memorize. longer pattern repeats, I write sections of 4 to 6 steps of index cards and flip them through as I weave. Works great. I love that system. That's a good one for sure. Sue Ann says she posts on her castle and moves a wonder clip. Yeah, a little clip along as you go. I love that. Carrie says, I rarely do short repeat patterns, so I have to make notes. I understand that. Yes, yeah, because keep a track after a certain point. You're like, okay, but this is pick number 11. What comes next? Like yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Gemma says, after a certain number of rows, I start to remember. Yeah, I find that for me, that after I do it enough, I can visually tell what comes next. Like that just, yeah. There we go. Jennifer says, I'm just learning, so I don't have a way yet. Jennifer, don't you worry. You are right exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing great, my friend. And you'll figure that out. Yeah, no worries. So, yes, so that was our little Rose Path break for the day. If you haven't tried Rose Path yet, that could be a fun idea for, I forget who was doing towels and needed some ideas. Rose Path is fun. It's very fun. All kinds of cool little diamonds and variations. And yeah, I haven't actually done very much, so I may mix up the pattern as I go. Or maybe mix up the colors too, because I've already started to mix up the colors. Sometimes that's the way it happens, right? You make a mistake and you're like, okay, I'll do that intentionally now going forward. Yes, I love that. Oh, thank you, Laura Miser. This is Kimber Baldwin's site. She's a dyer. She talks about water pH. Ooh, I love that. Thank you. If you guys want, go ahead and do a little, this is the motion for my iPad. Do a little screen save so you can, or screen share, screen save, capture the screen so you can get that little link and you can look up Kimber about pH and dyeing, because I'm sure that's, yeah, I'm sure it's a thing. Thank you, Laura Miser. So how about we finish strong? All right. What should we talk about next? Oh, penwoven experience. I alluded to it briefly as we were talking Rose Path. However, this episode was all about how many treadles do you need? Because looms, I mentioned that, you know, the looms that I have seen typically is that if you have 4 shafts, you typically either have 4 or you have 6 treadles. But someone jumped on and said screenshot. Yeah, screenshot's the word, Jennifer. Thank you. Someone jumped in and said that she had a 4 shaft, what'd she say, 10 treadle loom, which was amazing. I just haven't seen those. I have no doubt that they exist, but normally a 4 shaft loom is going to have either 4 or 6 treadles. So what do you do when your pattern calls for more tie-ups than when you have? There we go. Oh yes, thank you, Linka Bird. Yes. It's her first time. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Yes, let us know your name so I can write you on my cheat sheet and I will remember your name for next time. We love that. Oh yeah, Gemma says, I'm seriously thinking of a child's abacus from a charity shop to keep track of where you are. Yeah, well that's what, I really need to get a picture of that. That's what Rebecca does over at 3 Moons when she has someone keep track of a bigger pattern. Oh, I love that. Linka's name is Linka. That's brilliant. Linka, I'll remember that. Don't you worry. We're so glad you're here. So anyways, if you haven't checked out this week's episode of A Handwoven Experience, it is all there ready for you. Can you believe this was episode 133? Look at us go. Building the library of all kinds of great weaving information, beginning weaving information that you can access whenever you need to. It's right there at your fingertips, friends. Okay. What else? If you are loving all the things, you're like, it's just so much fun. I want to do as much as I can. Yes. Join the Action Creative Insiders. It's a lovely monthly membership. And boy, we have a good time there. There's 4 different tiers you can choose from. So depending on your budget, depending on what you're interested in, you can kind of pick, you know, where you want to be with all that. But it is very fun. We do every month. There's weaving tips and tricks. There's always bloopers. This week, I could not for the life of me say weave and read. Like it was all reading a weaving draft. And I messed that up multiple times, which it happens. It's, you know. Anyways, and then for the top 2 tiers, we get together and talk once a month. We have a small group Zoom chat, which is it's just delightful. And it's really a special time. So if you love that, come on over, check out the Action Creative Insiders. That would be awesome. By the way, just a total aside, we're getting ready to redo my website. Can't wait to show you. They're working on it right now. We'll see. Hopefully the next, let's say 6 weeks or so. That's what we're hoping. Fingers crossed. So let's see. if you haven't joined our if you signed up for the love notes, that's what I mean to say. If you haven't signed up for the love notes yet, you are invited. Come on over. Every Wednesday, I send out a sweet little note just to say that I'm thinking about you, and here are the resources you can take advantage of for this week, and any other sweet little notes. So let's see. I think we have gone through the list. I think let's see. What is this? Mr. Tom says, lady in a workshop I was in had a string with number beads on them. Yeah, that's exactly what Rebecca does, Tom. She's got a string with numbers on it, and then you move them as you go through the pattern. It's very, very clever. Yes. Yes. Sue Ann says, I tried the bead thing. It took too long to string the beads. You choose the solution that is best for you. I love that. Okay, you guys. Next week, we're sitting pretty. Next week, mark your calendars. 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I'll be right back here at the Loom. I would like to say the towels will be done, but that's just not true. I'll still be probably weaving rose path towels. That is the truth. But I may tweak some things. So we'll see. Stay tuned, because I don't even know what I'm going to do. So you'll have to show up next Thursday to find out. It'll be fun. Something I did want to mention is that if you know someone who would love to join us for Live at the Loom, feel free to invite them. I always put up a little event. You can send the event to them, and then they can jump in. So we have folks like Linka, and who else was we had another new person today, which was very, very exciting. So yes, bring friends. They're all invited. So if you know someone who might enjoy our time together, that would be great. Everyone's welcome, I promise. All right, here's your homework. Are you ready? Do something creative this week. Just a little something. Throw a shuttle, pet your yarn. Yarn, that's the word. Pet your yarn, start a project, finish a project, do something. Do a little something just for you that, it's good for your soul. So that's your homework for this week. And mark the calendar. Next Thursday, we'll be right back here. Yes, Christine G is on. She says was a total lurker. We're so glad you're here, Christine, for sure. And Linka, welcome. We're glad you're here. Okay. All right. That's the plan. Next Thursday, we'll be back here. I can't wait to hear about how your week goes. I hope that you get a little weaving in there somewhere. All right, friends. Have a good one. Happy weaving.